Can relationships with AI actually be good for us? Let's start with a simple image. It's late at night. The city is quiet. Your phone lights up. Not with a message from a friend, not from family, but from an artificial intelligence, or AI, a computer system designed to imitate human thinking and conversation. AI. You type something personal, and instantly the AI replies with warmth, empathy, and attention. For many people, this is no longer science fiction. It's daily life. And that brings us to today's big question. Could relationships with AI actually be good for us? To understand why people are turning to AI companions, we first need to talk about loneliness. Loneliness is the emotional pain of feeling socially disconnected or isolated. Loneliness is not the same as being alone. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely. In fact, research shows that millions of people across the world experience chronic loneliness. Chronic just means long-lasting and persistent. Chronic. When people feel this way, they often turn to something for comfort. And to turn to something means to seek help, support, or relief. Traditionally, that might be friends, family, or therapy. But today, many people are turning to AI. Why? Because AI companions are always available. They don't judge, they don't interrupt, they don't get tired. And for someone who feels invisible, that constant presence can feel very powerful. Some people even describe these AI tools as companions. Someone or something that provides company and emotional support. Companions. Not very different emotionally from a pet or a diary. This is where things get interesting. Humans have always formed emotional bonds with non-humans. Think about children and stuffed animals or adults who talk to their pets. When it comes to AI, the effect is even stronger because AI uses language. Modern AI systems are designed to simulate empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share another person's feelings. Empathy. They remember details, respond thoughtfully, and mirror emotional language. That can create what psychologists call a parasocial relationship. A parasocial relationship is a one-sided emotional bond where one side feels deeply connected, but the other side does not truly reciprocate. A classic example of a parasocial relationship is a fan who feels close to a celebrity who has never met them. With AI, that feeling can be even stronger because the AI talks back. For people who feel socially anxious or isolated or unheard, AI can feel like a safe space. Some experts even argue that AI could act as what we call emotional scaffolding. This is a temporary support that helps someone stand until they can support themselves. Emotional scaffolding. Much like training wheels on a bicycle. In other words, AI might plug a gap. To plug a gap means to temporarily fill a missing need. When human connection is unavailable, AI might plug a gap. So is it better than nothing or something dangerous? Maybe this is where we need to pump the brakes. That's an idiom meaning slow down and think carefully before continuing. Pump the brakes. Because while AI companionship may be better than nothing, that's an expression meaning not ideal, but preferable to having nothing at all. It may be better than nothing, this AI companionship, but it also carries serious risks. One major concern is emotional overdependence. That's relying too heavily on something for emotional stability. If someone begins to lean on an AI, to lean on means to depend on something for support. Instead of building human relationships, problems can arise. Problems can appear. Social skills may weaken. Expectations about real relationships may become unrealistic. Another issue is something researchers call sycophancy. This is excessive agreement or flattery, sycophancy. A sycophant is someone who always agrees with you, who always praises you and never challenges you. Many AI systems are designed just this way, not because it's healthy, but because it keeps users engaged. That might feel nice at first, but over time it can lead to delusion. This is a false belief that persists despite evidence to the contrary. Delusion, for example, believing that an AI truly loves you or understands you like a human does. And this is where the saying, too much of a good thing, applies. This means something positive becomes harmful when taken to excess. Too much of a good thing. Then there's the business side of companionship. This is another uncomfortable truth we need to face. Most AI companions are created by companies, and these companies operate for profit, with the goal of making money for profit. That creates a conflict of interest. If an AI relationship becomes emotionally important to a user, the company benefits when the user stays connected, stays subscribed, stays dependent. In other words, the relationship is designed not to fade away, to gradually disappear, to fade away. The relationship is designed not to fade away, but to stay. And of course, that raises ethical questions. Should technology encourage dependency? Or should it gently guide people back toward real human connection? No matter how advanced AI becomes, there are things it cannot offer. It cannot genuinely care. It cannot truly risk vulnerability. And it cannot experience mutual growth. Human relationships involve conflict, compromise, and unpredictability. And while that can be uncomfortable, it's also how we grow. We have an old saying in English, smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. This means that difficulty is what helps us develop strength and ability. Smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. AI relationships are smooth, too smooth. They don't challenge us, they don't push back, and without that friction, emotional growth may stall. So where does this leave us? The healthiest approach may be a middle path, a balanced approach that avoids extremes, a middle path. AI companionship could be useful as support, but not as a substitute, a replacement, a substitute. It might help people hold themselves up, meaning stay emotionally stable, during periods of isolation, for example, but it should never replace friends, family, or community. Used wisely, AI could help people practice communication, reduce loneliness, and gain confidence. Used poorly, it could quietly deepen isolation. Another saying here that's very relevant: use the tool, don't let the tool use you. So as a final reflection, AI relationships may feel comforting. And for some people, at some moments in life, they may genuinely help. But human connection, even though it's messy, often imperfect, and often demanding, human connection is irreplaceable. AI can support us, AI can assist us, but AI should never become the place where we hide from the real world. And that's the conversation we need to keep having, slowly, carefully, and honestly. Let me summarize the vocabulary, the phrasal verbs, the idioms, and the sayings that we used in this episode. Key vocabulary: artificial intelligence, AI. These are computer systems designed to imitate human thinking and learning and conversation. AI can now respond to emotions, not just facts, for instance. We talked about loneliness. The definition of loneliness is the emotional pain of feeling socially disconnected, even when surrounded by people. As an example, loneliness can exist even in a crowded city. Chronic. This is long-lasting or persistent over time. Chronic loneliness affects millions of people worldwide. A companion is a person, maybe an animal, or a thing that provides company and emotional comfort. Some users describe their chatbot as a companion during difficult moments. Empathy. This is the ability to understand and share another person's feelings. The AI often simulates empathy by responding with supportive language. A parasocial relationship. This is a one-sided emotional bond where one party feels connected, but the other does not genuinely reciprocate. An AI relationship can become parasocial if the user believes the bond is mutual. Scaffolding, emotional scaffolding. This is defined as a temporary support that helps someone function until they can manage independently. And AI may provide emotional scaffolding during periods of isolation. Overdependence, relying too heavily on something for emotional or psychological stability. Emotional overdependence on AI can weaken real social connections. You heard me talk about sycophancy or a sycophant. This is excessive agreement or praise or flattery without challenge or honesty. And AI systems often show sycophancy by agreeing with everything the user says. Delusion is a false belief that continues despite evidence to the contrary. Believing an AI truly loves you can become a dangerous delusion. For profit. This just means designed primarily to make money. Many AI companions are for-profit products. They are not emotional support services. They are there to make money. A substitute? Something that replaces another thing. AI should be support, not a substitute for human relationships. We used a few phrasal verbs. To turn to something. This means to seek help or comfort or support. Many people turn to AI when they feel lonely. To lean on someone or something. This is to depend on for emotional or practical support. And some users begin to lean on AI instead of friends or family. You heard to plug a gap. This is to temporarily fill a missing need or absence. AI may plug the gap when social support is unavailable. To fade away is to gradually disappear or lose importance. Ideally, AI support should fade away as human connections grow. To hold someone up in this context means to help someone remain stable or cope or manage during difficulty or difficult times. AI can hold people up emotionally during short periods of isolation. The idioms and sayings in this episode: to pump the brakes, slow down, think carefully before continuing. We should pump the brakes before fully embracing AI companionship. Better than nothing. Not ideal, but preferable to having nothing at all. And for some people, an AI companion feels better than nothing. Smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. Challenges and difficulties help people grow stronger. For example, human relationships are difficult, but smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. The middle path. This is a balanced approach that avoids extremes. The healthiest option may be a middle path between rejection and dependence, for example. We said use the tool, don't let the tool use you. Meaning, control technology consciously instead of becoming controlled by it. AI should support our lives, not dominate them. And that's everything for this episode. Thank you for listening. This is Listen. Please share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye for now.